People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now people, this one is called Augustown Hot Again. The thugs and the Popo, the thugs and the JCF, the JDF, they are firing SHOTS again. People, if you know anything about Augustown, it was in the spotlight for an incident that took place maybe about a month ago involving a lady that her name is Susan Bogle. And people, we were awaiting, eagerly anticipating the autopsy. And based on the finding by Indicom, it is said that it is inconclusive. Therefore, them don't know if the Popo, the soldier, or the thug them basically cause our DEATH. Now, people, when we think that the place get calm again since the Popo and the soldier them corral the place, people, that is not so, because late last night, me I talk about Thursday night, it seems as if it was popping again like Orville Redenbacher, and who don't know the name there, Google it. So anyways, people, I am going to let you listen to a voice note of the incident, and then I'm going to give my piece. Now people, once you listen to that beautiful bean footage, you can only come to the logical conclusion that those were not no one pop and a little pie and a little 22 or 380 or 38. People, we are talking about some tall up, we are talking about some broomstick, we are talking about some bamboo. I am speaking about the A to the K, I am speaking about the M to the 16, and even higher, because you know so these people, may I talk about the thugs them, they have all sorts of rifle, and people, it seems as if they are out. May I talk about them have more artillery than the army itself, because people just based on them sound, you know that it was some serious thing. So anyways, people, that is the latest incident that took place in Augustown, and like me say, you know that 1 year Augustown did not have any sort of slap away. However, it seems as if it get hot again. People, you hear all of the SHOT them again, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, one word, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. And also, please subscribe to this channel. I am speaking about True Jamaica Buzz. And when you subscribe, please press the notification bell and icon, and also press all in the option. Now, people, when we think about certain garrison, may I talk about Mountain View, may I talk about Downtown, may I talk about Tivoli, may I talk about Rima, may I talk about Jungle. And specifically in this case, I am speaking about Central Kingston. And we saw that the councillor for the era, she organized a peace treaty, a peace march. People, how long did you think it lasts? I am speaking about a peace march and a peace treaty between rival gangs from spoilers. May I talk about Southside? I am speaking about Tel Aviv. I am speaking about all over the place. People, it lasted for maybe about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then people, it was back to square one. It was on and popping again. And what was even more disturbing about this whole incident is that even though the councillor said that she tried to organize some sort of peace treaty, it seems like the Popo them get in them feelings because they were not invited. And people, the reason for this is that the people them don't trust the Popo. So anyways, people, like I said, they had wishful thinking. They were hoping that maybe this place or these places can live in peace. However, we see them all live like dog and puss. We see them all live like cat and mouse. People, it was only going to get back to square one sooner or later. And people, 2 weeks later, fast forward 2 weeks or so, and this is exactly what transpired. So people, like I said, this peace treaty was short-lived. Because fast forward less than a month later in a place called Lower St. Andrew, I am speaking about Trenchtown. Them slap with two lady. We are speaking about one incident occurred at about midnight, and then the next incident occurred maybe about 3 o'clock. So people, we are talking about within 3 hours that peace treaty was shattered. And people, what was even more disturbing, them slap with two women. I am speaking about a person whose name is Tamara Phibbs, and I am also speaking about Shanna K. Ebanks. And people, these are the details. Now, based on the Popo information, it is said that at about 12 midnight, Mrs. Phibbs was sitting on a chair outside the gate of her house with a bunch of women when they were pounced upon by some gunmen, and people them open fire and take her out on the spot. And people, when we thought that that was bad enough, about 3 hours later, some gunmen entered the house of a lady called Mrs. Ebanks and opened fire upon she and her partner. And people, what is even more sadder is that, and people, don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. I am not saying that they should have went for the man instead of the woman, because one life is more important than the next. Me just say they went directly for a next lady. Me I talk about Mrs. Ebanks, because this was a retaliation for the slap away of the person that was taken out. Me I talk about 3 hours earlier at midnight. So people, you see how cold these gunmen are. Them not care if a man, woman, picnic, child, dog, any and everybody have to go. It is an eye for an eye, it is a tooth for a tooth. And if them can't catch Quaco, them are going to catch our shot. So people, me just show you. Now what made this incident even more disturbing is the fact, like I said, it seems like a deliberate hit for basically take out the next one, because they opened fire on both persons in the bed. Me I talk about the woman and her man. And people, she try to take care of herself. She tried to run into the bathroom and the man them follow her and put some more upon her. And people, this was done in front of her 7 and 8-year-old picnic. Me I talk about some minor. So people, I am just trying to show you how cold and callous these people are. Them not care if you have your picnic in your hand. Them not care if you're pregnant. Them not care if you put them in front of your ball. If them come for you or you them come for. So people, we have to ask the question. It seems as if some of these gunmen are some fish. Because who would basically go slap with people? Me I talk about little woman. Me I talk about a woman or a woman in front of her 2 children. People, gone are the days when these gunmen had any sorts of ethics and moral. It seems like these new millennials, it seems like them are some fish, because they are more likely to take away a woman than a man. So we can only come to the logical conclusion that these are some weak set of people, because it seems like them prey upon the least person to retaliate, point blank and period. Now what is even so sad about this situation is the fact that this is all taking place on a place called 4th Street, and people, it is said that the top of 4th Street is warring with the bottom of 4th Street, and at the top of 4th Street is a zone of special operation where I talk about Popo and soldier, and people, them don't care, and it seems as if the Popo and the soldier, they are oblivious to what is going on. It is as if they are dazed and confused. And people, what makes this incident even badder is the fact that it is said that after them calling up this last lady at 3 a.m. in the morning, them thief some dish, them thief some gas tank, them thief some food. So people, we're not just speaking about some cold and callous type of GVNNM3N. They are also petty. They are acting like some crackheads. Now what is even sad about this situation is that based on what the residents are saying and based on what the mother of Mrs. Ebanks is saying, she is a hard-working person. She works at some place, some sort of wholesale, and the boyfriend, he works at a furniture store. So people, we are not speaking about any gangsters. We are speaking about some innocent, hard-working persons that happen to be victims of these idiotic gunmen or so-called gunmen in the community. So people, we see where Jamaica is going. It is spiraling down to the abyss of hell, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is an article that I saw, and it pertains to a pastor that them say is passing gas and healing the people them. Now based on the information, it is said that this person is called the F-A-R-T-I-N-G prophet, and he heals his congregation with the discharge from where I talk about the you understand what I talk about. Now it is reported that the prophet Chris Pelanope, which sounds like an African name, was photographed basically F-A-R-T-I-N-G on one of his congregants. May I talk about people from the congregation. He was doing it on their head. He was sitting on their head. And it is said that the proclaimed man of God was administering spirit people in the church to the church member them. Now people, like me say, people are vulnerable any sort of way. Now, based on the article, it is said that the pastor is possessed with the farting spirit, which is in overwhelming demand from people all over the place. People want bottle it, people want package it, people want gift wrap it, people want put it in a bucket so them can smell it. And even business people, when they are going on any sort of business transaction, they want to bring that sweet aroma with them, so therefore them can have luck and basically seal the deal. People, can that be possible? Is that even possible? Now when I received this, the person said to me, who this reminds you of? And I said, I don't have an idea. It reminds me of a lot of people. It reminds me of a lot of fake, fraudulent people that are out there, aka OC, preacher, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. Because people, we see that been happening for a generation. We see some most of these preachers who are some false prophet themselves. But people like them say, belief kills and it also cures. So therefore, if you believe, you can achieve. So therefore, if you believe that that person actually has power, it is all in the mind. Because if you tell yourself that something is working, it is going to actually work, I think. However, we see some people just vulnerable. And what makes it so unbelievable is the fact that we are living in an information age. We are living in an age of technology where people can basically search and find information. They should not be this vulnerable. They should not be this gullible. They should not be this naive. However, people, it seems like people are always waiting for somebody. They are always looking for somebody to look up to. And most of the times, when you see people vulnerable like that, they lack self-esteem. They lack the knowledge. They lack thus easy information that is out there, that is easily accessible to everybody. But people like them say, when you believe, and sometimes you are just a JACKASS. People, that is the truth and the fact. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.